grab a cushion and we are going to begin in a reclined butterfly position. So you can take your cushion and place it kind of underneath your back. Making sure the spine is supported. And from here, the soles of the feet come together. The knees gently fall out to the sides. And then you just allow yourself to roll over your cushion. And taking a moment to settle in here, maybe wiggling around the hips a little bit. And take a deep breath here. The arms are wide, palms facing up to the sky. And your jaw is soft, and your face is soft. And just observing the body. Noticing if there is any place where you can let go a little bit more. Just gently letting go of your day. And just start to focus on your breath. So the knees fall wide open, Dimitri. The soles of your feet together, yes, like that. And take a moment to just feel into your own energy today, this evening. And what type of energy you're bringing along on the mat tonight. Without the need to change it. It's just awareness and allowing yourself to tune in with your body. And if you feel that there's anything today that you need to let go of, anything that needs to be released, and take this last moment here to set a little intention for yourself. Allowing the breath to just move softly. And sticking with that soft breath throughout your practice. And staying connected with your body and moving in a way that feels nourishing. So take one final deep breath here, in through the nose, belly, chest, collarbones expand. And a sigh out through the mouth, exhale. Now you can open up your eyes and bring your hands towards your knees, and then just gently bring the knees back together. And when your knees touch, just walk your feet towards the side edges of your mat. So the knees fall in towards one another for just a moment here. Taking the opposite rotation of the hips. And then you can roll up your cushion. Take the cushion out of the way. Just keep it within hand reach of your mat as always. And lay back down onto your back here. Hugging the knees in towards the chest for a moment. Maybe a little squeeze, a little roll, massaging your lower back. And then you can plant the feet down to the ground, bending the knees. And make sure that you can tap your ankles with your hands. That's how close the feet are. Pressing firmly into the feet. And pressing the hands next towards the hips down into the ground as well. Same for the shoulders. Walk them away from the ears. And when you push in all three, gently start to roll up through your spine, vertebra by vertebra, lifting the hips up for a bridge pose. Engaging your inner thighs, pressing into your big toes, squeezing your glutes. Inhale here, open a little more. Exhale, gently roll back down, bit by bit. And when your tailbone touches, again, roll up, starting with the tailbone, vertebra by vertebra, roll up into bridge. Exhale, roll down. Following your breath, following your body, inhale up. Maybe a little higher, maybe opening a little more, exhale down. Few more, and if you wish, you can bring the arms along. Inhale. Stretch the arms overhead, tap the hands behind your head on the ground. Exhale, hips and hands back down. Really connecting breath and movement together here. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe closing your eyes again. Inhale. Exhale. And now release the hands down. Just bring the hips up one more time into bridge. Inhale. Pressing firmly into your right foot so you can lift the left foot off the mat and extend the leg up high to the sky. Hips are squared up. Left foot is flexed. And lift the hips a little higher if you can. Big breath in. And with your exhale, just drop the hips without changing the leg. Just keep the leg straight, and then you can cross your left ankle over your right knee. Interlace the hands behind your right to a forward position, gently pulling the right knee closer in towards your chest. So you feel a good stretch into your left glute here. You need to really actively flex the left foot, the joints, and actively pushing the left knee out to the left. Your shoulders are down, big breath in. Still pull a little closer. And then slowly release, untangle your legs. Step them down again, bend, other side. So hands next towards the hips again, lifting the hips up for your bridge pose. And press firmly into your left foot and extend the right leg high. Hips are squared off, so give that a check. Really strong through that left hamstring there and quad. Flexing the foot, big breath in, lift higher. And slowly, releasing the hips down to the ground. Keeping the right leg straight, and then at some point you can cross the ankle over the knee, interlace hands behind left thigh, and pull yourself close. Right elbow maybe helps to press the right knee open a little more. Where is your breath? Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, pull that knee even closer. And then you can slow. Again, hugging knees in towards your chest. And with one big roll, you can roll yourself all the way up to seated. And you're going to come into a tabletop position. Making sure hands underneath shoulders, fingers spread wide, and toes are tucked for this one. With your next breath in, we're going to take a bit of a variation onto cat-cow. So inhaling for normal cow pose, so really arching into the back, lifting the chest forwards, looking up. With your exhale, round the spine, but straight away push up into a downward dog. Heels press down, opening into the heart space. And then again, inhale, knees come down, arch into the back, lift the chest. Exhale, round, press back, down dog. Inhale, knees down, arch, cow pose. Exhale, round, down dog. And just find your own pace here, your own flow, in a way that feels good for your body. Warming up the spine. And just finding space in shoulders, wrists, hips, knees, and ankles. Now, the next time you come in your down dog, you're going to stay there. So press back. And take a moment to take a few breaths in there. Pushing the ground away, pulling the belly into thighs. Head is heavy. Inhale here. Deep sigh with your exhale. And then lift your heels, look in between the hands and start to tiptoe or jump towards the top of your mat. Coming halfway, lift into a flat back inhale. Really actively finding it flat back here by pulling the belly into the spine, drawing the shoulder blades together in the back and reaching through the crown of the head. One more breath in. Now with your exhale, stay in that flat back. Just extend your arms forwards. They come in line with the upper body, everything parallel to the earth. Inhale here. Now with your exhale, kind of bend through your knees, push into the feet and rise up high to standing. Inhale to open the heart space. And exhale, bring the hands into your chest. Take a big breath in here. Big breath out, grounding the feet. And then inhale, arms lift. With your exhale, kind of twist towards your left side, reaching right hand forwards, left hand backwards, and draw the left shoulder open as far as you can. And the challenge here is to kind of keep both of your hip bones face forwards, so they don't join in with the twist. Hips stay forwards. It's literally just our upper body twisting, reaching back through that left hand forwards to the right. Deep breath in. And release with your exhale. Inhale, both arms up. Other side. Reaching back through the right hand. Forwards through the left fingers. And both hip bones facing to the front. One more breath. And release, exhale. Inhale, both arms high. And exhale, dive it down. Find a flat back, halfway lift. Exhale to fold forwards. Now plant your hands and step your left foot to the back of your mat. Dropping the back knee down to the ground, checking right knee stacked on top of right ankle, and then both hands reach up for a low lunge, melting the hips nicely down. Feeling that stretch into your left hip flexor. Can you relax the shoulders, but still keep the arms fully engaged? Big breath in. And now with your exhale, release the hands down to the ground, sit the hips backwards, flexing the right foot, finding that good stretch here, all the way on the back of your right leg. Keeping the spine long, reaching the chest forwards. One more breath in. And with your exhale, gently moving to the front. Now bring your right hand on the inside of the right foot. Lift the back knee off the mat and drop the left heel down into the ground. So both feet are fully down. From here, you're going to walk your hands to the far upper left corner of your mat. So it feels a bit funky. Your feet and your legs stay as they are. You just find that deep hip opening by reaching away with the upper body. So legs are strong, core is working. And maybe you can go a little bit deeper into that right hip. Keep your head heavy. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And from here, you're going to walk your hands over the long edge of your mat, all the way to the back bending into your left knee, and just find a little bit of play, intuitive play here. Bending into both knees, side to side, kind of swaying into the hip space in a way that feels good. And just gently your body here. There's no pressure. We're going to come back here a few times. Just warming up. And the next time you come to the front knee, turn the right toes back to the front. Come back into, like, let's say, warrior feet. And then find your extended side angle position in a way that feels all right here at the start of our practice. So maybe just elbow in the knees enough. Finding length through left fingertips. Drawing the right hip under the body. Strong core. Inhale here. And with your exhale, hands down to the ground. Bring the front foot, step back into a plank position. Deep breath in. And then your choice for full chaturanga or knees, chest, and chin. Baby cobra to slide through. Inhale. And exhale, release down, tuck toes. Downward facing dog. 2 big breaths here. And then lifting the heels, looking in between the hands, stepping or floating towards the top of your mat. Flat back, halfway lift, hands on shins. With the inhale, with your exhale again, extend your arms forwards. Find that length. Bending through the knees, press into the feet, rise up high, inhale. And exhale, dive it down straight away. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant hands, step your right foot to the top of your mat. Drop the right knee, low lunge, inhale, arms up. Squeezing your inner thighs together, squaring off the hips here. And take a moment to really melt down and forwards into that hip space. One more, deep inhale. And with your exhale, release the hands down to the ground. Just shift the weight back into the hips, lifting the left toes off the mat. Half splits. Just a gentle opening of that back of that left leg. So breathe into that. Inhale. And with the exhale, gently move it back forwards, placing left hand inside of left foot. Lift the back knee off, drop the right heel down in the ground. And then walk your hands to the most upper right corner of your mat. Again, it feels a bit awkward. And I want you to really keep pressing in your big left toe and the outer edge of your right foot. Feel that opening into your hips here, the thighs. Deep breath. Head is heavy. And then slowly start to walk your hands through the long edge of your mat. And again, finding a little bit of that just intuitive flow here into the hips, gently warming up, opening up. Following the pace of your breath, so keep it nice and slow. And the next time you come to the front of your mat, bend into your left knee, turn the left toes forwards again, side angle position, extending right arm overhead. Really drawing the chest open by bringing the right shoulder backwards. And maybe you find a bit more depth into that left leg. Stay with your breath, inhale. And with the exhale, slowly hands down to the ground, back into plank. Inhale here, squeezing glutes, push the floor away. Exhale, your choice, knees, chest, chin, or full chaturanga. Keep the elbows tucked in towards the body. Inhale, cobra, full one if you can. Squeeze the shoulder blades in the back, really opening through the heart space. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. And then inhale to lift the heels, look in between the hands, step or float, top of your mats. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Bend knees and rise up high to the sky, opening the heart space. And exhale, hands into your heart for a moment here. Close your eyes. Let's take a moment to connect with your body and how this feels. And if you can soften a little more somewhere. And with that openness, I'm going to keep moving with that sequence. So when you're ready, eyes open, inhale, arms high. Exhale, dive it down and forwards. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Place your hands, step back, vinyasa flow or downward facing dog, your choice. Maybe up dog if you feel ready into your back. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, lift your right leg high to the sky, lift it. Exhale, knee to your nose. Strong core. Inhale, right leg high. And then exhale, knee to your nose and step the right foot forwards in between your hands. Dropping the back knee down, same thing, low lunge. Inhale. Melt down with the exhale. Releasing hands down to the ground, shift the weight of the hips back, extend the right leg. Inhale. Exhale, move yourself back to the front, right hand inside of the right foot, lift the back knee, drop the heel. And again, walk the hands to the upper left corner of your mat. Now this time, if you want to go a little bit further, extend your arms forward. So I'm going to keep that flat back sensation here. I'm going to get really strong through the legs and keep the upper body parallel to your mat. Inhale here. Now with the exhale, kind of keeping the same shape, you're just going to swing the arms all the way to the back of your mat and coming into a Skandasana, bending into your left knee. This can come down to the ground. Maybe they come into your heart space, your chest. Spine is long, heart is lifted. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then gently placing the hands down to the ground, walking yourself all the way to the front of your mat, turning the right toes again to the front, finding your extended side angle. Maybe this time the right hand comes down to the ground. Going a little bit deeper. Up towards the ceiling, opening the chest. Deep breath in. And with your exhale, slowly hands down to the ground, pivot onto your back toes, find an easy twist, right arm lifts. Super strong through the back leg. Engaging through the belly button, that's where we twist from. Last breath in. And with your exhale, right hand down to the ground, step back, maybe one leg lifted, vinyasa. And you're free to skip those flows and just rest in down dog if that's what you need today. Take a good breath in down dog and a deep sigh, exhale. Lift your left leg high to sky, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose and step left leg forward. Right knee down to the ground, low lunge. Inhale. Exhale, hands down, hips backwards. Extend, maybe go a little bit deeper. Inhale. And exhale, move back to the front. Left hand inside of left foot. Lift the back knee, drop the back heel. Walk the hands upper right corner of your mat. Extend. And then if you wish, engaging your belly, pressing the feet down into the ground. Lift the arms off the mat and keep that extended flat back shape. Deep breath in. And then slowly you start to swing the arms all the way, stay parallel, parallel, parallel into a Skandasana on the back of your mat. Your choice, where your hands are at. Stay with your breathing. Inhale here. And with your exhale, hands down, gently pivot to the front, extended side angle. Maybe a version deeper. Really drawing that left hip underneath the body. And pressing the outer edge of your right foot down. Last inhale. And with the exhale, hands down to the ground. Easy twist, left hand lift. Finding length through those left fingertips, look up to the ceiling, inhale. And exhale, hands down. Your choice, maybe one leg lifted, vinyasa flow. Again, 2 big breaths here. And then lift your heels, look in between your hands, step or flow, top of your mat. Coming halfway, lift, flat back, inhale. And exhale to fold. Bend your knees and rise up high to the sky, open the heart space. And hands into your heart. Close your eyes. Take a breath, take a moment. Again, just acknowledging the energy moving through your body. Whatever it is that's happening for you right now. You feel your heartbeat. And then slowly again, the eyes can open. And this time, step your feet out as wide as your mat. Take a big inhale to swing the arms up high. And with an exhale to sink the hips down, elbows insides of your knees, yogi squat. And instead of just kind of letting everything go, can you activate your glutes, your legs, so kind of the butt lifts a little bit off the mat. You keep actively opening through the knees. Maybe a little sway here. You can feel quite a bit of deep hip openers today. So go slow with that. Deep breath in. Come back in through the center with your exhale. And if you wish, a little play with crow pose, hands down to the ground, knees, or maybe on top triceps. Now lean forwards and look forwards. And if you feel like you got some balance and momentum, maybe the toes come off the mat. Play around, don't take that too serious. Good. Really strong through your core. Yes. Keep lifting. Nice. And at some point, you're going to step back into a downward facing dog. Nice. Okay, so back into down dog. Take a big inhale. Big exhale. Now lift your right leg high to the sky. Deep breath in. With your exhale, draw a knee in towards your nose and hover there for a moment. Because the next inhale, you're going to bring the right shin down to the ground, but hover just above. Exhale, pull it back up and in. So inhale, hover it down. Exhale, push and pull it up and in. One more. Inhale down. Exhale, pull in. And then next inhale, swing right leg high again. Exhale, right foot forwards in between your hands. Dropping the back knee down. Inhale, low lunge, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Shift the weight into the hips backwards. Extend the right leg. Inhale. Exhale, come back forwards. Right hand inside of right foot. Back knee lifts, left heel down. Extend your arms out forwards. Maybe the arms are lifted. Your choice. Staying with your breath in here. Deep breath out. And then slowly again starting to swing all the way to the back of your mat. Finding Skandasana. If you can, without bringing the hands down, maybe you can open into the heart space here. Good. One last breath. And then bring the hands down to the ground. This time I want you to pivot towards the back of your mat. So wherever you're facing, back of your mat. Right hand stays down, left hand lifts. Easy twist. Twist a little more. And if you wish, you can drop the outer edge of your right foot down into the ground and make this into a side plank position. Any variation, maybe you have any funky versions, up to you. Stay with your breath. And then slowly place the left hand down with control. Plank position to the back of your mat, Vinyasa flow. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Now the same leg is gonna lift, so right leg high, inhale. Exhale, right foot forwards in between your hands. Coming into a low lunge, inhale. Melting down into the hips with your exhale. Taking a moment here. Maybe finding a little bend through the back. Need to kind of lengthen the tailbone. And then go a little deeper. Big breath in. And with the exhale, bring the weight onto your right foot and draw the left knee in towards your chest for stork. Strong through the core. Really finding length through the back body here. And when you feel ready, I'll give you a few options. Option one is to just stay here and extend your left leg forwards. And do that without leaning back. If you feel you're leaning back, just bring the leg down a little bit. Option two is to grab a hold of your big left toe with your peace fingers, right hand onto right hip. And before you do anything else, I want you to really start lifting again through the spine, and then maybe that left leg starts to extend forwards. And maybe if you have that space, you can open the left leg out to your left. Stay with your breath for balance. Deep inhale. Exhale. And then gently come all the way back through the center wherever you came from. Let go of the toe. Step it back into a high lunge. Inhale here. Exhale for warrior two. Inhale to flip the palm, reach and reverse. And then extend your right leg here. Keep reversing deeper. Inhale. Deep exhale. Then both arms up high to the sky. Star pose, turning the right toes in. Inhale here. Exhale, find a warrior two to the front by only turning your left toes out forwards. Squeezing that left glute. And taking another breath here. Deep inhale. Exhale. Flipping the palm, reaching forwards and reverse. Big breath in. Now with your exhale, we're going to flow into a side angle, but not really. It's kind of a rainbow flow, as we call it, soft arms. Inhale, reverse again. Exhale. Inhale. And the next exhale, you find your full side angle position. Maybe you take a bind here. If you have that bind, really draw the right shoulder back and open. I'm quickly gonna have a look at you guys. So Dimitri, I can't see Chelsea, but if you have your bind, let's play around with Bird of Paradise. Do something fun today. So I want you to bring your gaze down to the ground on the inside of the left foot. Now keep your bind, and you're gonna hop the right foot bit by bit forwards until it's parallel with the left, keeping the bind. All right, give that a go. Yes. Now bring the weight onto your right foot and come light onto your left tiptoes. And maybe from there, slowly you start to bring your whole body up to standing. While you keep the bind and the left leg lifts. And last bit, you can extend your left leg up and up forwards. Oh, last breath in here. Last breath out. Then you can gently release the left foot down to the ground. Keep the bind. We're going to come out the same way we came in. Step right foot back. And release slowly your bind. One more inhale to reverse your warrior. And with your exhale, hands down to the ground. Also flow, your choice, how. Deep breath. And when you're ready, we'll take it to the other side. So lift your left leg high, big inhale. Exhale, knee to your nose and hover. Remember, dropping the shin down to the ground, inhale. Exhale, pull it back up and in. Inhale down. Exhale, pull. Really strong core, last one, inhale. Exhale, pull. Extend left leg high, inhale. Exhale, left foot forwards. Drop right knee down. Inhale, low lunge, open. Exhale, hands down, shift the weight. Extend the leg. Slowly move forward. Hands inside of the foot. Lift the back knee, drop the heel, you know it. Extending your arms towards the upper right corner of your mat. Parallel to the earth. Inhale here. Deep exhale. And then slowly start to sway those arms all the way to the back. Keep the bend through the knees and find your Skandasana without putting the hands down if you can. Good, one more breath. And then gently release the hands to the ground. Pivot to the back of your mat. Finding that mandala shape with our flow. Left hand stays down, right hand lifts, easy twist. And if you wish, drop the outer edge of your left foot into the ground and maybe you'll find your side plank variation. In whatever way it feels good for you. Inhale here. And exhale, hands down to the ground. Flow through your vinyasa. Take a breath. Feel your body. Soften it where possible. And then lift your left leg again. Inhale. Exhale, left foot forwards in between your hands. Both arms high up to the sky. Inhale. Taking a moment for that high lunge. Exhale. Finding the length for the tailbone here. Tailbone points down. Maybe slight bend through the back knee. Belly ribs pull in. Inhale here. Exhale. Now bringing the weight onto your left foot. Drawing right knee into chest. Stork pose. And again, you have options. You can either stay here or extend your right leg forwards, flexing the right foot. Keeping your core working, lengthening, or you grab a hold of your big right toe with your peace fingers, finding length through the spine and maybe extend the right leg forwards. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Keeping that length, and maybe you can then even open the right leg all the way out to the right, left hand to your left. Keep pressing that big right toe into your fingers. Big breath in and come back to center. Exhale. Very gently with control, you're going to step back into a high lunge. Inhale. And exhale for warrior two. Taking a moment here, settle in. Flipping the palm, reach forwards and reverse. And from there, straight away, straightening that left leg and reverse even deeper. Big breath in. Star pose with the exhale. So both arms high to the sky. Turn the left toes in here. Lifting, lengthening, inhale. And then warrior two to the front. So only turning the right toes forwards again, and I'm bending into the right knee. Pressing into your big right toe. Soften the shoulders. Draw the tailbone under. And then flipping the palm, reaching, and here too, reversing. And with your exhale, straight away start that rainbow flow, swinging the arms gently into side angle and back. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale. And one more exhale, finding a full side angle. Maybe if you had the bind, take the bind. Left hand behind you, right arm comes underneath. Interlace the fingers strongly because you know what we are preparing for this time. And then bring the gaze down to the ground so you feel steady, and gently start to hop your left foot all the way forwards to meet the right. And the weight comes onto your left foot. And you come light onto your right tippy toes to begin. If you feel strong, engaging every muscle in your left leg, start to rise up. Taking the right toes off the ground. Keeping the bind. Really funny. My left leg is always my weaker leg, so I find this side really difficult. And maybe you want to extend the right leg as far as possible. Stay with your breath, keep focusing. And then gently step the right foot back down to the ground. Left foot comes all the way back. And you find yourself back into your binded side angle, releasing the bind. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, hands down to the ground. Vinyasa, flow it out. And this time you can come straight away onto the knees. Big toes together, knees out wide, child's pose. And just wiggle the hips a few times from side to side.
Always see the dangers first.
Allowing your belly to get soft.
Always protect your feet.
Your head to be soft.
You always be ready for cold. Always be ready for heat.
And to rest.
Always know where good water source is. Always master the skills.
Dropping into that passiveness.
Always get the job done.
And letting go of any
Always
tension,
recognize.
maybe build up
Always disallow.
by practicing.
Always rest whenever you can.
Now it's time to let that go. And then you can slowly push yourself up into the hands. Tuck your toes under and come into a down dog one more time. And then you can lift your right leg high up to the sky. Just very gently inhale. With your exhale, step your right foot forwards in between your hands. And drop your back knee down to the ground and straight away come into your half splits. And we're gonna go for full splits, or at least give that a try. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna kind of heel toe the right foot forwards a little bit more and kind of toe knee the left foot backwards until you feel like, oh, I'm getting into my stretch. Do this really carefully, and I want you to keep your hands down and your heart lifted, and we're not opening into the hip, so that left hip doesn't draw back and open. Kind of really want to squeeze the inner thighs together, engaging the muscles in the legs just to protect, of course, those muscles from tearing in a position like this. You can also stay just in your normal half splits if that was enough to see how far you get. Just keep activating through the legs, activating through the core, lengthening through the spine, lifting
10 fingers, 10
through the
lost,
hands.
that
So where is your breath here?
like old fun, keeps me on track. 10 fingers, 10 lost that I live by.
Where can you let go a little bit more? One more breath in. And very slowly with your breath out, you're gonna come out the same way you came in. So heel kneeing, heel toeing, whatever it was. Bring yourself kind of back to the center and then planting your hands down, and I want you to step back into downward dog and just pedal out the legs here a bit.
Be ready for cold always, be ready for heat always.
Giving that right leg and hip some space.
The skills necessary, always get the job done, always know your place.
And at some point, you can lift your left leg high, inhale. And step the left foot forwards, exhale. Dropping the back knee down, finding your half splits. Flexing the left toes. And from there, again, just heel toeing. And again, go really slowly. Heel toeing, left foot forwards. Right knee, right foot backwards.
We're all musicians singing our way through life together.
Keeping your inner thighs working. The more you flex that front foot, the easier it will be to actually engage that leg. Again, take it easy. Don't push this into any corner that doesn't feel right. It's quite deep. Just soften slowly into a shape that works for you. Take a deep breath in. Deep exhale. And then very gently coming back the same way you came in, bit by bit. Take your time. And you're going to come into a last downward dog at some point. Any movement that your body's craving, give it that. Good. Then you can drop your knees down to the ground. And you're going to come off your mat because you're going to flop your mat double twice. So kind of in 3 parts, if that makes sense. So once and then twice. And you're going to place your knees on top of the mat so for some comfort here. And then I want you to listen very carefully. So first of all, walk the knees out as wide as they can go. You already start to feel that in your pelvic floor. We're going to go for frog pose. It's I think it's the deepest pose that we have in terms of hip opening. Now from here, the inner arches of your feet are going to be down into the ground. So you're going to turn your toes out to the sides, 90 degrees. And then also check if your ankles are stacked 90 degrees in line with the knees. Okay, hope that makes sense. And with your hands still on the ground to begin, just start rocking backwards, forwards a few times. And you feel that really quickly where kind of your sweet spot is, where you don't feel open, where it's uncomfortable. And kind of that place, I want you to stay, and then maybe you choose to come into the forearms. Maybe you choose to come all the way down to the forehead, finding some sort of comfort in this frog pose. And if you need a bit more time to get into it, feel free to do so. And just breathe there. And just notice if there are any parts that you could relax a little more.
Do you want to know what enlightenment is?
Your belly is soft. Your shoulders and your jaw are soft.
It's with you every moment. It's a back and forth, back and forth.
2 more big breaths in.
Letting go of your attachment.
And big breaths out.
To yourself. To outcomes.
And then very gently you lift yourself up, pressing onto the hands. And you're going to bring your feet together first. It takes away the first kind of stretch. And then like an 85-year-old granny, you're going to bring your knees slowly back together into the center. And it might feel really nice to kind of just sway your hips a few times from side to side here. And they can come off your mat, roll your mat open again, and get yourself ready for your final Shavasana. So if you're cold and you need to wear something, make yourself warm.
It would get deeper and deeper.
You can stretch your body out all the way on your back. Making sure your feet out, nice and wide. And same for the arms, give yourself space. And shake the body out for a moment. Closing down the eyes and then finding stillness and resting into all the sensations that you've created in this practice. To move energy around, to connect with your body. Just rest.
Give it time and we wonder why. Do what we can, laugh and we cry, and we sleep in your dust because we've seen this all before. Culture fades with tears and grace, leaving us stunned, hollow with shame. We have seen this all before. Many tribes of a modern kind, doing brand new work, same spirit by side, joining hearts and hands in ancestral twine, ancestral twine. Many tribes of a modern kind, doing brand new work, same spirit by side, joining hearts and hands in ancestral twine, ancestral twine. Slowly it fades, slowly we fade. Slowly you fade. Slowly you fade. Emana yo, 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 yo. 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 Spirit bird, she creaks and groans, she knows she has seen this all
And slowly start to deepen your breath. And bringing in some movement into the body, wiggling toes and fingers. And hug the knees in towards your chest and roll over to your left side. Coming into a fetus position. And from that fetus, you slowly make your way up to a seated position, keeping the eyes closed. And placing the hands right in front of your heart in Anjali Mudra. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Let it go with a sigh. And bowing down your forehead towards your fingers. Saying gratitude for stepping onto the mat today and taking this moment out for yourself. And thinking back of your intention, if you set one, what was it that you needed from today's practice? And what is it that you can take off the mat with you? The love and the light in me honors the love and the light in you. Namaste. Thank you.